Vice President Biden and Congressman Ryan both had really different missions. The bigger burden was on Joe Biden tonight because he was following his boss, President Obama, who had had a bad night by his own admission. Vice President Biden really needed to be the aggressor, make a very compelling case, a crisp case about why the American people should go for Obama again, how it makes a difference in their lives for the next 4 years. Ryan had a different role. He was new on this stage and really needed to kind of keep the mojo going for Mitt Romney, not make any mistakes, hold his own with Vice President Biden, and try to basically say, you know, what happened last week is something that still applies today. Mitt Romney is the guy that can better create jobs, better create economic opportunity. So all in all, I think they both serve their roles, but I think this debate will be memorable because of what Joe Biden did the most. For better or for worse, he was the aggressor. I think one moment that really stood out was when Joe Biden talked about Mitt Romney's perhaps most infamous statement of this campaign, the videotape comment that 47% of the people in America are victims or see themselves as victims. President Obama took a pass on that entire issue in the first debate, and it really came back to haunt him in the eyes of a lot of his supporters. Biden made a big deal about it, and they got into a really interesting exchange he did with Paul Ryan tonight. By making a point of the 47%, Biden said, these are real people. These are people like my mom and my dad.
And with respect to that quote, I think the vice president very well knows that sometimes the words don't come out of your mouth the right way.
But I always say what I mean.
He really challenged the vice president on his reputation there for making gaffes. History shows that no matter how these vice presidential debates play in the moment, no matter how spirited they are, they really don't have much effect on voters' views. Maybe they could sway votes 1 or 2 percentage points in the immediate aftermath. But I think it really is important nevertheless because there's been this vacuum since the last presidential debate, and Biden needed to stop sort of the negative flow for Obama as it relates to what voters will do on November 6th. This probably isn't going to be a game changer by any stretch, but all these moments with only about 25 days left, they all have importance.